You've probably noticed something kind of weird happening lately. AI is getting incredibly smart almost overnight. Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on the one big breakthrough that made it all possible.
I mean, you felt it, right? 1 minute, chatbots were, well, pretty clunky and awkward. And then boom, suddenly tools like ChatGPT just seemed to get exactly what you wanted. So what happened? How did AI get so good so fast?
Now, you might be thinking, oh, it was probably a bunch of little tweaks over time. But nope. The truth is, this massive leap forward is powered by one single revolutionary idea, an idea that completely changed the whole game. Yeah, you could say this one idea gave AI a kind of superpower. It let it understand language in a way it just never could before. And this is the change you've seen with your own eyes. We went from those frustrating, repetitive bots to these really fluent assistants like ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini that just get it. You know, they understand the subtle stuff, the context, the complicated questions. And it all comes back to this one thing.
So, what is this secret ingredient? Well, it's an AI architecture called the transformer. This is the engine that's running behind pretty much every major AI language model you hear about today.
And here's the absolute core of it. Before this, AI would read text just like you'd sound out a word as a kid. One word at a time. But the transformer, it looks at the entire sentence or even the whole paragraph all at once. It just inhales the whole thing. This lets it see the big picture and understand how every single word relates to all the others, like instantly.
And I'm really not exaggerating here. This all-at-once approach is the reason AI has become so incredibly powerful. But how does that actually work? Let's take a look.
It's not as complicated as it sounds, I promise. It's really more of a clever trick in how the AI looks at information. This is a perfect way to think about it. The old AI was like a really slow reader, just going word by word by word. By the time it got to the end of a long sentence, it might have forgotten what the beginning was about. But a transformer AI, it's like a focused student who just scans the whole paragraph in a single glance and instantly gets how it all fits together. The special skill that lets the transformer pull this off is a mechanism called attention. You know, just like you pay attention to the most important parts of a story, this AI learns which words are the most important for understanding the real meaning of a sentence. Okay, look at this sentence. The cat sat on the mat because it was tired. Now, you and I know that it refers to the cat, right? It's obvious to us. Well, for older AI, that was actually really hard. But the transformer's attention mechanism, it makes that connection in a split second. It links it right back to cat, no matter how far apart they are. It just sees the connection.
So, let's break it down real simple. First, it sees all the words at the same time. That's the parallel processing part. Second, it uses that attention thing to figure out all the relationships between those words. And third, the result is that it understands the full context instantly, not piece by piece.
And here's the really cool part. This isn't some sci-fi thing from a lab. You're already using transformer-based AI every single day, probably without even thinking about it. I mean, it's right there in the name. The T in ChatGPT literally stands for transformer. But it also powers how Google understands what you're actually looking for. It's the foundation for Claude and Gemini and Llama, and it's the reason modern translation apps can understand slang and context so much better. You know, this ability to see the whole picture at once is exactly why you can throw a long, rambling, multi-part question at an AI and get back an answer that actually makes sense. The AI isn't just picking out keywords, it's understanding the entire structure of what you're asking. So why does any of this matter? Well, because it shows that this whole AI boom isn't magic. It's not some mystery. It's the result of a specific, identifiable, and honestly, a brilliant breakthrough. And get this, it all happened in one pivotal year. 2017. That's it. This entire revolution we're living through right now was kicked off by a single idea, and it's not even that old. It was introduced to the world in a research paper from Google with a beautifully simple title, Attention is All You Need. That paper laid out the blueprint for the transformer, and, well, the world of AI hasn't been the same since. So, if you're going to remember 3 things, make it these. 1. Transformers see text all at once. 2.
They use attention to connect all the related words. And 3, they are the engine driving all the modern AI you use.
So next time you're typing a question into an AI chat, remember this. You'll know the secret sauce, the transformer that's working behind the scenes. It's not just reading your words in a line, it's understanding your entire thought. So now that you know the secret, what questions are you going to ask?